They really be like, he visualized his personal experience as a kid with ADHD and medication for it. Disgusting. Drugs. Ayo, turn that shit up, Charles. So yeah, Dream and TommyInnit aren't having, they're not the best of friends anymore. They're not having the greatest time. Mostly known for children's Minecraft content with Dream, the guy that we made fun of 5 seconds ago. His main channel having 15 million subscribers. It's crazy that a game that I downloaded for free off of 4share.com back in elementary school gave someone a career worthy of 15 million subscribers. Tommy made a video directed towards Dream, another massive YouTuber who does these little Minecraft SMP things, calling him out on things like bullying fellow creators, misogyny, and even trying to harm Tommy's relationship with his mother during her divorce, which is, what was Dream doing to your mom that would have harmed your relationship with her? Was Dream trying to tap that? For context, one of the main things that sparked this incident was a tweet that Dream made calling all of TommyInnit's fans retarded. It wasn't really like a tweet. It was just a picture, you know, the little guy, the man that sits, the boy that sits in between the two paths, and usually it's like being trans and like something else. I don't know. Growing up, becoming a retarded TommyInnit fan. Dream SMP stands. Nothing. That's just such a nothing tweet. Jesus Christ. But yeah, let's call him out for that. Don't call him out for anything else that he's ever done. Anyway, Dream later went on his subreddit to clarify what he meant by this post, and that he didn't mean to cause harm using this word, but I'm gonna be honest, Dream's gotten attacked by his own fan base in the past for just playing like Native American tribal music or something while he was running through the fields of a Minecraft game. I don't think you need to apologize to these people. I think I think these are like the homeschooled children who have never had to experience any type of actual, discrimination, or, experience people that they know and they love getting discriminated against. But, definitely be upset about Dream using the word retarded. It's just nothing. It's just nothing. I am nothing! Here's the thing. If you're calling someone specifically who has a mental disability, like myself, the R slur, that's a little bit different, but just saying the word retarded, referring to something or making a joke, it's like, dog, shut up. Shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. The entire point of that video was Dream has called you a slur, obviously referencing the post that Dream made earlier. Now, Tommy says himself that him and his mom have worked with the mentally disabled, so he takes personal offense to this.
Basically, if you're one of my subscribers, Dream has called you a slur, so deal with that how you want. Talk about you calling all my fans the R slur. You can't throw around the R slur, mate. You just can't. My mum worked with adults with disabilities, and since I was 12, I volunteered with her. These are real, fucking amazing people who I think of like family, who actually get called this slur.
Oh my god. Nice virtue signaling, dude. The amount of times that I've had to grow up being called the R slur, and then now everyone gets mad at me for using it. I'm reclaiming it. I'm reclaiming this slur, I guess.
And you do not just throw it around. It's impossibly immature and reckless and sets such a shitty precedent to everyone. Shame on you, man.
I Dream saying the R slur online doesn't fucking bother me, and it shouldn't bother you either. I know one mentally disabled person. My family's full of them, dude. Like, insane how little actual respect you have for these people, making them like below human, that they need to be protected from Dream posting the fucking word retard on Twitter, you fucking spineless fuck. I've worked with people. I've worked with mentally disabled people, and you can't throw that word around. Like I said earlier, if you're calling mentally disabled people retarded, yeah, that's fucked up. No one's doing that. Now, Tommy claims when he was 16, Dream was awful to him and treated him as a subordinate, just a little peon, little peon brain, can't comprehend this shit. From Dream's personality, you can kind of get the fucking main point, that because Dream believed himself to be the reason for Tommy's popularity and a lot of other people's popularity, due to being invited to the Dream SMP, which is where they made all their videos, Tommy believes that the success of the Dream SMP was carried on his back because he would stream himself playing it every single day.
Dream. 4 years ago, you were awful to me. When I was 16, you gave me YouTube advice, and you held that over my head for years. You didn't treat me like an equal, and you made me feel small. Dream SMP, a lot of your success just wouldn't have happened without me. Streaming every single night on the server and caring about everything as much as I did. And you made me feel small about that. And I was a kid. Shame on you, man. You knew what you were doing, because I've watched you do it to other people too. And if you didn't, and that was just an accident, then fucking hell, man.
I'll be honest. If this is true, this is really shitty. And honestly, I wouldn't put it past Dream for this to be true. Dream is just like... Oh, like Dream. And if you were shitty to TommyInnit, especially like a child because you gave him YouTube advice, what the fuck is your problem? In the video, Tommy also claims that he's trying to make himself a self-made man, you know, through his podcast, through his stand-up, just through other ventures outside of YouTube, which is smart. You know, I do respect him for actually trying that and not trying to only do YouTube. You know, if you have a career on the internet, it's pretty smart to try and do something outside of that, whether it be a regular career or just having other ventures outside of that. Pretty much just explaining, you know, that I'm better than you. I'm doing more than you. I do support him in doing his other ventures because that is really smart. It's cool. I'm proud of this young British lad.
You called me a promoter of all my other projects I do in your Reddit post too? Yeah, man, are you stupid? Of course I promote all this stuff. But the difference between me and you is I actually give a shit. I put effort, my absolute best, into all these new things. I'm gonna talk about my brilliant podcast because I'm really proud of it. Or the book I spent months writing. Or comedy. I mean, mate, I've ditched the internet for a year to do the rounds in tiny pubs, to do the stand-up comedy circuit the legitimate way, because of people like you. People who have ruined this space.
Worst of all, Tommy claims that Dream tried to harm the relationship between him and his mother, like we talked about earlier, during her divorce. He calls him a proper movie villain. That was a little bit Australian, my bad.
You harassed my mum as she was going through a divorce. The worst time of her life. You tried to harm the relationship between me and my mum. And if we weren't best friends, with the shit that you were saying, you probably could have really harmed that, mate. You are like a proper movie villain. I have watched you take advantage of vulnerable people and use them to benefit yourself. I've watched you lie to fans, to me, to people, and take no responsibility afterwards. You are incapable of taking any criticism. You refuse to change anything about yourself. You reframe everything so that you are the victim.
But to end all of it, Tommy pretty much just tells Dream to get off the internet and grow as a person because, to be honest, Dream kind of acts like a 12-year-old on the internet and says with great power comes great responsibility. And as corny as that is, I do agree with that. You know, Dream does need to get the fuck off the internet because if you're going through shit like this and if you're trying to harm someone's like mom during her divorce, it's just like, what are you doing? What do you do? Stop. Don't do that.
I really hope you're not a genuine bad person with a bad heart. But mate, you need to get off the internet now. Go and get some therapy. Spend some time around your loved ones. Go on a walk. Look after yourself. You being an arsehole right now doesn't mean you will be one forever. But fucking hell, man. With great power comes great responsibility. What happened? And you just don't ever seem to take responsibility for your actions.
After this video was published, Dream did actually respond in the comments to this video saying, I'm not sure why TommyInnit decided to attack and lie about me in front of his entire audience, but I guess it gives me an opportunity to let it all out. Crazy Minecraft beef, I guess. We'll be making an upload to respond to the video soon, given it's serious, not fun times. In Dream's defense, pretty much with everything that Tommy said here, you know, as much as I'd like to believe him, he didn't give any proof. Again, I would like to believe him because this is some really weird stuff that Dream is doing, so I'd like to believe him. He doesn't give us any proof, not even like the tiniest little bit of proof. We don't get any of that. There is some confirmation, I guess, from some other people in the Dream SMP Minecraft community, specifically from a YouTuber named Connor Eats Pants, who also has labeled Dream as a misogynist. Chat, if you don't know misogyny, you don't like women. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Because a while ago, Connor Eats Pants uploaded a Fortnite Friday with Elmo, where he referenced Dream's misogyny. That is an insane series of words to come out of my mouth. Ugh.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of Connor, I wanted to ask you a little bit about the drama with Dream. The Dream guy?
Yeah. Oh, well, what do you know about that?
Well, I know that Dream does Minecraft content.
Yeah.
I don't play Minecraft anymore. I just watch it sometimes on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't really want to get into it, Elmo. I mean, I guess, like, the best way I could put... like, imagine if, like, Big Bird, like, was just, like, not chill sometimes and, like, wasn't really, like, a good friend and, like, sometimes, like...
Elmo does not have to imagine. I totally understand.
Yeah, is Big Bird sometimes rude to girls?
Yeah, no, Big Bird's always rude to women on set.
Yeah, basically that was it. But bygones be guys.
After Tommy's video came out, Dream went on stream to pretty much just say corny shit and try to defend himself.
Aim to admit, finally, all of my evil plan, it's come together! All of the members on the Dream SMP are under NDA, and they have been for years. And I've been siphoning every dollar they've made from all of the clout that I gave them, because I made every single one of them, and I have their parents' numbers, and I will have them executed. Executed! If they say another bad word, they will perish. I will kill all of them. And also, secretly, I hate all of you, because of your gender and your sex, and because I'm homophobic. I hate all of you, and I always have. You got me.
Like, it sounds like you need to maybe take your what the normal pills. Stream needs to take his normal pills because this is genuinely concerning. Why are you embarrassing yourself like this? Following that little weird tirade that he did, Dream went on to make a proper response to Tommy's video, where he does kind of own him a little bit. Not gonna lie. Now, Dream begins the video sincerely apologizing for calling Dream's fans retarded.
I posted a meme on Twitter that used the R word, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry, genuinely. I think it's important to acknowledge right off the bat that that's not right. That's not how you should behave. I shouldn't have done it, period.
However, it does seem pretty insincere when you pull into account the response on Reddit from Dream. That post saying, genuinely still confused on what the rules are. Honestly, not trying to be obtuse, multiple people go viral for calling me the R word, and everyone explains that it's okay because they're neurodivergent. So then I see a meme that uses it and post it and get absolutely throttled for it. Obviously, it's the internet being disingenuous, but that doesn't completely invalidate anyone that might be upset by it. Most of the people calling me ableist for using it are the same people that lit off fireworks when Nicholas Cantu was the slur singing slasher, including Tommy's closest friends.
You don't understand that you're talking to like a Michelangelo of my time, right? Like I'm a genius, Albert Einstein level history bookmaker. You're gonna be forgotten like the dust in the sand when you're in the fucking Sahara and there's 100 million, 1,000 billion fucking sand particles. You're gonna be one of those, and I'm gonna be a statue erected in gold. So understand.
I think you're smart.
Right.
I think you're being an idiot.
Of course, some people can do that.
You probably are extremely drunk, or
No, I'm
maybe
not.
you're like this. If you're actually not,
I am
you're
like
just
this
an
because
idiot.
ADHD, autism, neurodivergent.
I have ADHD as well.
Right, but because you said that's what the mask is, I think you're a fat.
It's either okay or it's not okay. The double standards are infuriating. I have my own reasons for having a problem with Tommy going around being the internet police, and was expecting to get a lot of shit for going after poor Tommy that lies about me constantly, but obviously I had no intentions at attacking every Dream SMP fan or being ableist. It was a dig at Tommy's fans because somehow the worst of the ex-Dream SMP stans have congregated all to make up lies and shit on other creators. Tommy feeds right into it to promote his Patreon show, whatever else he's currently promoting, because he has absolutely no backbone. Either way, my lesson from this is that Twitter is somehow even less reasonable than I thought in the first place. And I don't use the R word under any circumstance, even if you see a funny meme and you're autistic. Lesson learned. Hopefully I can be forgiven back to coding. That was his raw emotional response from that, you know, which is fine. I mean, I don't f***ing care, but it's just weird that you're going to apologize about it later. That doesn't make any sense. Dream's main point in the video is trying to call out Tommy and all his friends that are actively spreading what he calls misinformation about him, and that misinformation has actively ruined his life.
Tommy, you and some of your friends have been spreading disproven lies about me for over a year and a half. When I had false allegations made about me, it was one of the hardest times of my life, and you and your friends decided that after I went through the hell of debunking them, that you would continue to spread, joke about, and support these lies. Don't believe me that you've been doing this? Let's just hear your own best friend confirm that this has been happening.
And obviously going into that next clip, showing Tommy's friend
Tubbo
here that they did spread these lies about Dream and call him a PDF file for laughs.
I get why he might be mad about the lies. That group being like, he's a pedophile all the time, which again, I don't like. I think we shouldn't joke about people being pedophiles unless we actually know for sure. Because, dude, the Brighton lot, I want to stop throwing out random strays and calling people pedophiles. just for cheap laughs.
You can't do that just in public, dude. That's crazy. Especially knowing that your fans are like children. You know they don't have like the brain capacity to understand that it's a joke. They're just gonna keep talking about that and believe that probably until they die. And Dream decides to go into the claims of him being a misogynist. Again, there's really no evidence to back this up outside of Connor Eats Pants calling Dream a misogynist during the Fortnite Elmo stream, which is like, I mean, is that really even evidence? Someone else is saying it's true. That's not really evidence.
And you and your friends' references and the way you talk about women behind the scenes has been so sexist too. Shame on you guys.
I don't even know what this is about. You don't provide any context or evidence to what you're saying.
I would love if TommyInnit could provide screenshots, voice clips, anything to prove this. And then I could be like, yeah, no, Dream's a misogynist, but he doesn't. What are we supposed to do with this? There's literally nothing. I'm tired of these allegations having nothing. Then Dream goes on to disprove the fact that Tommy said that pretty much throughout his entire career, Dream held over the fact that he helped Tommy with his career over his head and kind of belittled him the entire time.
4 years ago, you were awful to me. When I was 16, you gave me YouTube advice, and you held that over my head for years.
I gave you YouTube advice because I thought that you were extremely talented, hardworking, and you had a big dream to be a YouTuber. And that's why with no expectations, we called for hours a day talking about YouTube, strategies, and ideas. And I never held this over your head. Most people hearing that I helped you at all are probably hearing this for the first time.
Dream's awesome. He should, like, probably for the past, 8 months, once a week, me and Dream will have, a 2-hour call. And he just helps me.
Like, Tommy, there's no way that you actually believe this. Saying I was so terrible to you with no examples or anything. Like, if you don't think that my intention was to help you, then what was my intention? Why did I do all of that?
And the fact that, he has clips of Tommy glazing him for the help is a little crazy, not gonna lie. Then Dream goes on to talk about Tommy's merch, claiming that Tommy's merch company has scammed his viewers and uses child labor. This was actively proven by CoffeeZilla.
I'm not just selling USB baby photos or lazily designed merchandise, all right? I'm doing the best with what I have.
Tommy, you say that like it's a slight on me, when my entire merch brand was built by my family, in my hometown. Like, the reason there was ever a USB flash drive sold that had pictures of me on it was because it was my mom's idea, and Tommy knows that. Tommy went with a merch company that actually had some really cool designs, with some very hardworking child laborers to make it possible. Unfortunately, that company also scammed a bunch of his viewers, and multiple of his creator friends got scammed and literally never got paid, and the company went bankrupt.
The biggest creators in the world are at the center of a scam, and I don't know if I should talk about it.
Some have been defrauded, others are associated, and most are plain embarrassed.
This is actually true and was investigated by CoffeeZilla.
With all these receipts, it's crazy. Why are you just lying? This is actively probably the most interesting Dream drama that's ever fucking happened. That's crazy to go after him for anything regarding his merch when you know that this happened is, ooh, that's bad. Ooh, that's bad. Then Dream goes on to talk about how Tommy says that he puts effort into stuff that he does, which I agreed with earlier. It does seem like Tommy is trying to put effort towards things that aren't just YouTube, which again is a smart thing. You should have at least a source of income outside of YouTube. Just with this whole TikTok thing going on, it's like you just want to make sure that your only income's not TikTok, or God forbid YouTube dies. I don't know what I do.
But the difference between me and you, I put effort, my absolute best, into all these new things. I'm gonna talk about my brilliant podcast because I'm really proud of it. Or the book I spent months writing.
Tommy essentially belittles what I do, saying that what he does with his podcast and book are somehow more valuable or important than the videos that I make, which I think is just a little sad. I'm happy making videos with my friends. That's what I've always done. And I'm a coder, and I code cool new Minecraft mods and make everything for my channels by myself. Like, I edit my own videos. I'm sure Tommy can knock out videos pretty quick because at one point he had a literal editor sweatshop where his editors made less than minimum wage, and we're also getting fans to edit the videos for free for them. But to each their own. Everyone has a different style of YouTube. I don't get the high and mighty. Like, it's not just in this video. Like, recently Tommy's been emboldened that he is the savior of YouTube or something.
So I was walking down the street and I thought to myself, oh man, this internet ain't so well.
The fact that he's getting, paying people next to nothing to edit his videos when you make a shit ton of fucking money, dude. Can't you just do it yourself? I mean, you have all this extra time on your hands. You're not working. You're not doing school. You're just doing stand-up, writing books, and apparently using child labor to make your merch. You can't edit your videos? Like, it's really not that difficult, especially the content that you're making. It's, Jesus Christ, trying to be the savior of YouTube. Ooh, I look around and it's not so well. Now, I'm not trying to be a dream glazer here, but he does kind of have a point, because they are both known for just making barbecue sauce covered iPad kids Minecraft content. And, you know, maybe Dream does know how to code well, but at the end of the day, both of them just boiled down to people who make Minecraft kids content. You're not that special. Even if you are doing all of this extra stuff on the side, making garbage music or doing terrible stand-up, you're famous for doing Minecraft kids content. I'm sorry, I don't know. And then Dream goes on to bring up the allegations that Tommy made against him, trying to ruin Tommy's relationship with his mom during her divorce, which again, earlier I was like, dude, that's kind of crazy. What possibly could have happened to allow Dream to almost ruin your relationship with your mom? What is going on? And again, Tommy doesn't provide any evidence towards this. Dream, however, pulls out more receipts saying that this is the only time he ever had contact with his mom.
You harassed my mum as she was going through a divorce. The worst time of her life. You are like a proper movie villain.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna reveal to you this harassment. The proper movie villain harassing of Tommy's mom that I did. Before I show you, just picture in your mind the harassment. Here it comes. This one message is the only contact that I have ever had with Tommy's mom.
You harassed my mum. Proper movie villain.
This message starts with, just thought I'd let you know that I don't agree with lots of people replying to you, and I don't want you to be attacked at all.
You harassed my mum.
And the context to this is that Tommy's mom was arguing with Dream fans on Twitter about Tommy making fun of my stutter in a video. Some of my fans were upset, and she was replying to them. I sent her this singular message on Twitter, letting her know that I didn't agree with my fans that Tommy's portrayal of my stutter was ableist, but also letting her know that I didn't like the rest of the video, because it was causing additional harassment for me that I was already getting because this was at the peak of the allegations. And Tommy...
Why are you saying all of this stuff? Again, the fact that you brought up zero evidence in this expose against Dream when he has all these receipts, stuff that is just blatantly, obviously not true, why would you say it? Especially with such a big fan base like this. What the fuck is your problem? Like, you're essentially, at this point, this is all just boiling down to the fact that you didn't like Dream calling your fans retarded. The audacity to just bring up all this fake shit, knowing how easily disproven this could all be. It's a little wild. It's a little crazy, not gonna lie. At the end of the video, Dream mentions, he much presents an ultimatum to delete every single video that Tommy is in if Tommy deletes every single video that Dream is in.
You talk about how terrible of a person I am while leaving up videos with my sister and mom, and of course dozens with me, while lying and exaggerating about me, harassing your mom, and bringing up her divorce that I didn't even know about and have nothing to do with. So Tommy, I'm not going to suggest that you go to therapy like you did to me.
You need to get off the internet now. Go and get some therapy.
Because you feel strongly enough to make an entire dedicated video on your channel hating on me, you can go ahead and take down every video of yours that I'm in, and I'll take down every video of mine that you're in. Because if you have a backbone, you wouldn't want to show support to such a no good person.
He's not going to do this because he knows that he's one, in the wrong, and two, that Dream's name brings his channel views. Now, again, given that Tommy didn't provide any evidence whatsoever outside of just going to the camera and saying, you're a proper villain and you can't call people the arsler, you can't just throw that out. It's really hard, again, like I said, I would like to believe Tommy. I don't really like Dream, but the fact that Dream's pulling out all these receipts and you have literally nothing, it's kind of hard to believe you did. It's pretty much just a pointless beef that Tommy has been fueling consistently for no reason. And all that he really seems to want is to gain attention from it. Maybe because he's falling off a little bit. I don't know. And, you know, maybe because he has a shitty comedy career. I don't know. Again, not to be a dream glazer, this guy helped you become this famous internet person, and you're using him as a punching bag? But yeah, that's about it. That's the Dream drama. But remember, that's what the point of the mask is. Goodbye.